Right, my friends, we've cooled down now. Come a little closer, Martin. Come a little closer. If you watched the last episode, you will have seen us in your Valiant, isn't it?
Melting.
Now, it looks mean, it looks cool, but the reality is, it's opposite of cool. It's very hot in there.
It's bloody hot and it drives like something out of 1970. I mean, look, that was the technology. It's all fabulous, but yeah, cars have come a long way.
So what you're saying is electric cars are the future then?
Absolutely. In fact, do you know what? You tell me all about your electric car all the time, how great it is.
They don't want to listen about it. They've come here for fish and chips.
Oh, fish and chips, is it? I thought
Yeah.
you were going to buy electric. Aren't you going to buy an electric car to drive back to England in?
No, and I'm not sponsored by johnhughes.com.au.
Who, by the way, used to be a Chrysler dealer.
Did he?
And that car was a Chrysler. It was a Valiant.
Well, there's an MG dealer over the road as well, which is John Hughes again.
Yeah.
But MG, it's not a real MG, is it? Like an MG.
But it's electric. It's going to save the planet. Have a look at it. It's been 43 degrees
They're
today.
they're going. I'm going to forward in a minute. And my face, your room's just lit up, hasn't it? With my face being that red watch. It's red, isn't it?
Yeah, it is red. Yeah, Anyway, so
Look like a lobster.
oh,
They'll probably cook me when we get to the Chippy.
we're not going to talk about Jane Mansfield and lobsters, are we?
Who?
Oh, don't go there. Anyway,
Right. Anyway, we're off to a chip shop today. Fish and chips. You say
they are the best in Perth. Big cool, and
that's a big call. That's a big call. That is. That's a bold statement.
I've got to do it.
Have you been before? Obviously. Well, obviously you have. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said they're the best fish and chips. Can you say they're the best fish and chips in the world? Can you do that?
Yes, Jeremy.
Jeremy Clarkson, yeah.
And I drive a Jag.
You drive a Jag.
Diddly squat. Oh, yeah, well, you've been there, but
Been there.
no, look, I think these are the best, right? And we've got one of the best fish and chipperers on the planet to give us the real lowdown.
Do you know what?
We will find out.
I am not a food review channel. I'm a general entertainment channel, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a food
See all
review
those dancing girls over there in makeup?
Oh, yeah. They're going to get cocoa dancers on. This is the longest intro ever, by the way, and it's still about 90 degrees.
I know. Are we going to get going or what?
We're going to get going. We're not in the Valiant. We're in a car with air conditioning.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you this road, which is Victoria Park.
Yep.
And there are that many, wait for this,
Restaurants
on this strip of Victoria Park. If you started in January, right?
Yeah.
By the time you got to the end of the road,
Going to every single restaurant.
one
restaurant. A day.
one a day, there would be another 4 built at the beginning.
All right.
So you'd never get through them. There are that many restaurants.
Yeah. It's really good.
And that is a fact. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It's down there, look, you can see the beam in now. It'll light it up for you. Hit the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. And without further ado, my friends, let's go. That is absolutely fantastic. So many restaurants, bars or hotels or whatever you call them here. This would be the place, really. I wish I'd stayed here rather than in the centre of Perth at the central business district.
Yeah, but it's a bit difficult because we haven't got. I don't think there's that many
Places to
places to
stay.
stay, per se. And I mean, you know,
Just get an Uber up here though, can't you?
yeah, get an Uber.
Yeah.
I mean, from where you're staying in the city, probably be about, I don't know, $5-8. Go
Yeah.
to Broken Hill and then just start walking down, or you know, get dropped off in the middle and different restaurant every night. I mean, sometimes they will close a bit early during the week, you know, maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock, but the pub's still open. So,
Yeah,
you know.
because I found the problem with being in the central business district, by the time I'd finished work at night and wanted a beer, everything was just closed.
Yes.
Whereas if I'd have come up here, got an Uber, like you
Yep.
told me to do,
And buy a wide brim hat.
and buy a brim hat rather than beaming, then, you know, I'd have had a lot better time. So there you go, Victoria Park. Is that what the road's called, is it?
The road's called actually Albany Highway.
Albany Highway
Yeah, Albany Highway in Victoria Park.
in Victoria Park.
And the reason it's called Albany Highway is because it goes to Albany. Which, I mean, you know, they sat there and said, well, what are we going to call this road? Well, where's it go? Albany. Why don't we call it the Albany Highway? Yep.
Look, good idea. A bit like,
And I mean-
a little bit like Mansfield Road.
No mucking around, no pontificating, no committees
No,
drawing things out. Just, yeah, good idea. What do we do now? Go to the pub.
go to the pub. Right, fish and chips. Then we'll
Fish
then we'll
and
sample the
chips.
fish and chips.
Yep.
We'll mark them out of 10.
Yep.
You guys are going to mark them out of 10 as well.
Yep.
And then beer.
Oh my God. I thought you'd never ask. You know.
Are we at the Chippy?
We are at the Chippy.
We are at the Chippy. I've also got some questions
Oh.
to ask you before we go in.
Okay.
Because a viewer has sent in an email and he said, can you ask your expat mates these questions? So I'm going to ask them and you can answer them for me if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Or you can do your best.
Yep.
Brilliant.
I wasn't there.
You wasn't
I didn't do it.
You didn't do
It
it?
wasn't me.
Come on,
Yeah, go on.
onwards. Right, okay, before we go and get the fish and chips, I've had an email off of Jonathan Bell, right? And he says, Australia, some questions. Hi Lee, great content from Perth, well done. The most comprehensive and detailed overview of living in Perth I've seen on YouTube. I do have some questions that I think it would be good to ask expats,
Okay.
like yourself.
Like me.
A lot of people will be watching the long form of your content, considering whether Perth or other is a place they would like to visit or emigrate to. So, however, Perth is one of the most remote cities on earth.
It is.
Several hours from other cultures and cooler seasons.
Yep.
In the UK, you are 2 to 4 hours from Greece, Italy, Germany,
Yep.
Turkey, and the ski resorts.
Yep. Exactly.
So, here's some questions I think it would be very helpful and informative to your audience if you could ask your expats to meet. So, and we'll try and do them in a
Okay.
nutshell because
Yeah.
we want to go and get the fish and chips.
Yeah.
So why, come this way a little bit, I don't know whether you're in, why have you moved to Perth?
Well, Mum and Dad came here.
Your mum and dad came here.
That's a bit of a tough one to ask me.
Okay, so
I
you
really
didn't have much choice.
Well, I was 10,
You was 10.
and the bank wouldn't lend me any money to buy a house, and the brother was, they were 6. So yeah, we didn't really have much choice.
Okay.
So that's really not a question you're probably supposed to ask.
No, well, it's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
good answer. It's the right answer. Now you're here,
Yes.
where do you go to on holiday? That's a good question, actually. Where do you go to on holiday?
We've
To get some sunshine.
Yeah, I get somewhere nice and warm. We've been very lucky in the last 20 odd years. We've travelled a lot, and as you say, Lorna's mum and dad were in London, so we'd pretty well go to London every year. Spend time with them, but also hop over to the continent because it's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
We have also done America, we've done China, we've done India, parts of Greece, the Mediterranean. I say done, we've been there. But the idea was that we'll do the long distance stuff when we're younger, and then as we get older, we'll do a lot more of Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously, when the government locked us down, we had to spend holidays in WA. So, you know, we've been to down south, which is really nice, Kalgoorlie, a couple of other things like that. But yeah, Bali's really nice.
Yeah.
Bali's nice. Anywhere up there, I mean, Vietnam's now apparently all the rage.
Yeah, somebody's asked me to go there actually,
Yes.
on the future video. Okay, we're going to skip on to the next one. I feel I can smell the fish and chips.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So, what different cultures do you visit, and how long does it take to get there? I think we've kind of covered that in the last thing, really. But
Well,
last question.
I suppose the closest, pretty well, look, without being, you know, well, no, it's only 8 miles or 7 miles. I'd say Indonesia.
Yeah,
Right? That's our closest real.
Indonesia.
Yeah, Indonesia.
Yeah, Indonesia.
Yeah.
Did you used to ski when you were in Europe? And where do you go now? And how is the skiing? Do you ever get skiing here?
It doesn't snow.
You've
I've never skied.
never skied.
But there is in the eastern states, I believe it's Thredbo, that it does snow and they do have ski runs, so you can go there and
Where's that?
ski. A place called Thredbo.
That's in Australia.
Yes, in the eastern states,
Oh, okay. Where it
Yeah.
gets a bit cooler.
where it gets a bit cool.
And this is an easy one. Do you not find it too hot, or do you prefer that to the wetter climate in the UK? I can,
Well,
let-
in all honesty, this is the hottest it's been for a long time.
and I decided
I mean,
to go, and I decided to come at the hottest time.
And he said, would you mind taking your car out with a black vinyl interior with no air conditioning and fully sweaty? I said, yeah, why not? You know, what could possibly go wrong apart from starting melting? Look, our climate this is extreme, right? And it's only going to last for, you know, a couple of weeks, whatever. We haven't had days over 40 for quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
Last year it was mild, it was, you know, high 30s, you know, the winter was mild. Yeah, no, I don't mind it. And the good thing about the heat, of course, is that, I don't know, what is the good thing about that? I'm just thinking
The good thing about the heat.
I'm just thinking about melting in the car. And I'm thinking, hang on, let me just pick up heat. I'm just about burnt to death and I'm going,
Do you
yeah.
know what?
What?
I can answer this one for you.
What?
You prefer the heat because the sunshine, everybody's happier,
Yeah.
everybody's nicer. It's a bit cloudy today, but I've had 2 cloudy days.
Yep.
It's normally blue sky and everybody just appears to be happy. Whereas in the UK, everybody's like, oh, it's miserable because it's damp and it's cold. And if the weather's nice, it does make you feel better.
It actually does. My sister-in-law suffers with the sunlight.
The sad syndrome.
Sad
Yeah.
syndrome. Yeah. You know, it is. I mean, UK, it's sort of like this all the time. It's just a bit dull.
It's oppressive,
you know,
isn't it?
it's oppressive.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
And so yeah, no, the sunshine, especially when it's really nice, when it's mid 20s,
yeah.
sort of high 20s, and you go, yeah, it's lovely sunny today. We'll go and do this. We'll go and have a picnic, or we'll do whatever you do. Yeah, I think that's the question.
And on that bombshell, thank you it was Jonathan, wasn't it?
It was.
It was Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan Bell. Thank you very much. I hope that's answered your questions for you.
Hope so.
And now, fish and chips. Onwards.
Onwards.
Right, so
There you go.
we have ordered. Now, I did ask for cod, and you went,
No,
you know, you're not having cod.
they're having snapper,
Snapper.
which is probably shark, but you know, it's probably snapper. Who knows? You know?
So I'm having shark.
I don't know. It's fish,
It's
and you know about fish, don't you?
a big fish if it's a shark.
There's a,
You know, when I'm eating it, then I go do
yeah, they're delivering that. with the
do
bag,
do.
you know. Come on.
Anyway, it came to 45.23. We've had snapper and chips twice.
Yep.
And a,
Chico roll.
what's a Chico roll?
Come on.
Right, okay, so here we go. I'm not going to do any flyovers and say take a closer look at this because, to be quite honest, I'm shattered. I've had 2 hours sleep yesterday. I've been editing and filming, etc. So we're just going to, you've seen the flyover there of how many chips and fish there were. We've got snapper, which I believe is shark, is it, or something? Or
It's supposed to be snapper.
supposed to be snapper.
But anyway,
Snapper.
it's snapper.
It's snapper.
And you got
And I've got Chico roll, is it?
a Chico roll.
It's Chico time.
It's Chico time.
Okay, so
Right.
what is a Chico roll? Or do you
Well-
want me to just, do you want, hang on a minute.
What?
Do I need to know before I eat this? Is it going to stop me from eating it? It's
No.
not crocodile or anything.
No,
is
no,
it?
no, 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 no.
Or
No.
kangaroo.
No, very, very brief story. Bloke by the name of Frank, and I can't remember his second name. He was a boilermaker in Melbourne in look at that, in 1950s,
Okay.
and he thought, what would be a perfect snack for the football?
Okay.
Okay, and he saw this guy selling spring rolls, and he thought, well, that's a good idea because you can have a beer in one hand and a snack in the other hand.
Yeah.
He thought, but spring rolls are a bit flimsy, so he built this.
He built it. What's made of concrete exterior?
Yeah, he made it. He special dough, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And off he went. And Chico rolls, they contain cabbage, vegetable, and barley. And they've been around since 1951, 52.
But it's vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables.
I'm all right with vegetables.
But it was called a chicken roll when he first sold
But
it.
there's no chicken
but there's
in
no
it.
chicken in it.
So you could be vegetarian, could eat it.
Yeah.
That,
And I've never seen them anywhere else in the world, but I
Wow.
might be wrong.
that, I like that.
There you go.
I like that. That is nice.
It's a Chico roll.
Right. We'll go in for the snapper now then.
Okay. All right. We'll try the snapper.
Right, here's the snapper.
Right.
There's your batter. Okay. Ooh. Oh, nice.
You're not just saying that.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
If
Because if it's rubbish, just say it's rubbish.
no, it's nice. No, it is nice because I normally go for cod or haddock, but a lot of the viewers have said go for snapper. Wow, that is nice.
There you go.
That is gorgeous. Well, I reckon we should just mark them out of 10 now,
Yep.
right? Because
Yep.
then we can wind the video up and relax because we've got,
Because we got beer.
beers here.
I know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers and beers. You know, this Chico roll
Yep.
is outstanding. Love that. The chips, I'm not really going to mark on because
Well,
they're frozen chips.
Yeah, they're not fresh, and fine. Yeah.
Bit more of a fry. The snappers, very tasty, very flaky. Thoroughly enjoyable, and the batter's nice. I'm going to go with a.
Dum, dum, dum.
Let me hear your score first.
Oh, look, I'm biased because I said these are the best in the West.
Go on then.
But you know, I just have to say, for me, well, for I'd just go for a straight out 9.5, close to 10.
They're not British fish and chips,
No, they're not
but
British.
we're not in Britain.
We're not. You've
So-
noticed that, haven't you? Because it's
cold.
It's cold in England.
So I've done something different. I've done something that Australians do. I've had Chico time
It's Chico time.
roll,
Yeah, Chico roll. Yeah.
and I've had the snapper, and I've had the chips, and that is outstanding. By the way, you've got to try one of them if you haven't. If you come over to Perth, I'm going to go for a. I'm going to go for a. I'd go for a. What? There's nothing wrong with it. I'd go for a 10.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're great.
There you go.
That's worth a 10 alone. That's great.
That is.
I was worried. I was worried at first, thinking, what is in it?
No, I just thought, because you're over here, obviously working for the WA Tourism Board, sponsored by the federal government. Anyway, no, I just thought, that's something that is Australian. I've never seen them anywhere else in the world. I mean, yeah, you got things similar, but that's just an Australian.
I've got to say,
What
I
about
haven't
beer?
been, I haven't been to Sydney yet,
Yeah.
but I can imagine what it's like. It's going to be very much like London and a big city. But Perth, anybody that's watching that's not been to Perth, you've got to come to Perth. You've got to put it on your bucket list because it's such a beautiful city. It really is. The people are nice. The people are happy. The city's great. Even the suburbs are fantastic. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I could, if I could get Sarah and the kids to move here, I definitely would, because it is a beautiful. It's the perfect place to live.
Wow.
So
And
there
that's
you go.
from somebody who's been all over the world.
Yeah, it's superb. So anyway, that's all from me. Thank you very much for showing me Australian fish and chips
And Chico roll.
and Chico roll,
Yep.
and answering questions.
Should we eat?
We'll eat now.
You're getting cold.
Yeah. See you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
See ya.